Tumi, it's Macufe 2013 and you are back again. How do you feel about being back this time around?
Hey, the pressure. Oh God. I was so, you get comfortable with certain material and I was like, I can't go back to Macufe and do old material. I have to go back to Macufe and do fresh stuff. So it was, this time around it was one of those, OMG, I better just do this. It was fun.
Yeah?
But it was scary as all hell.
It never looks like you guys get nervous, hey? I mean, you have had so much success. We see you on TV all the time, and it just you always like doing it, So I mean, there's still not enough women in the comedy, and right now Macufe is on the cultural tip. We're having a cultural festival. So as a woman, and also talking about culture, how does that affect your material? How do you involve culture in your comedy?
I guess I challenge culture and I perpetuate as well, because you can't deny where you're from.
Yeah.
So when you speak from a certain position, you have to acknowledge this is how I was raised. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I guess it's an unconscious thing that does happen. Like, for example, this thing already aren't a lot of women in comedy.
Yeah.
Yes, naturally, but it's because if you think about how we've been placed in society, women are not supposed to have much to say anyway.
Yeah.
And being a stand-up comedian is about having something to say.
Yeah.
And it's about having something to say about the people who are leaders or thought leaders in society. So I think that's why there's so few of us.
And I mean, that leads me to my next question about the serious side of comedy. I mean, comedians are the first to say the things that everyone else is too scared to say. So as a result, you guys are actually leading the way forward for things that we need to break through, like stereotypes that need to be broken and things like that. So for you, what are your issues that you are kind of tackling through comedy?
It's a very good question. I don't know. My identity. What it is to be an independent woman. I mean, much as I'm married with children, I am not the classic picture of the married woman with children who sits at home and takes care of the home. I'm the woman who does take care of her home, but in order to do that, I have to leave home. I'm away from home a lot, and I refuse to apologize for it. I own my sexuality. If I want to talk sex on stage, I will talk sex on stage, and I will not sugarcoat it, because that's how I'm going to take back ownership. Because when a male comic does it, no one bats an eyelid.
Yeah.
A woman does it, they will talk about, ooh, did you see how she jazzed about sex? Yeah, so did the other 6 male comics. Why does it not matter to you that they were graphic and I wasn't even graphic?
Yeah.
I was just making a point. So I think that mainly it's that thing of taking ownership of who I am as a woman.
And you're from Tabanchu, right? And do you ever go back there? Is your family still there?
They are. I don't go back as much anymore because I've lost my mom and my grandmother, who were my main reasons for being home anyway. Without them, it's painful to go home.
Yeah.
So I do see my family that's still there, but not as much because, it's not a happy journey for me anymore.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that.
It sucks.
And so your expectations for Macufe this year, anything that you've got to say to the audience and, just in the culture of Macufe, like what would you like to see change and grow, because people come from outside and they enjoy Macufe. People inside the Free State borders, they've got different story to tell. Are you aware of those kind of things, and like what have you got to say as a successful person that comes to Macufe?
Own your own stories and don't underestimate your own voice, because with festivals like Macufe especially, sometimes I feel a little embarrassed that we have to come from the outside to come and entertain here. I feel like we should be guests of comics who are based here. I feel like, and there are a lot of people that I've seen here, performers and just everyday people who, from a comedy perspective, can be doing shows here. And I hope Macufe gets to a place where the showcase isn't we're bringing you the stars in your own backyard. It should be we bring the stars out of your own backyard for you to see. And I think that's how I always end up on the lineup, because my beginnings are here. This is where home is. But I would really, really be excited to be on a lineup with way more local people and a few of us there just to sell tickets. Because at the end of the day, I know that to sell things, sometimes you need a name. You know, so it's not like I'm here because I'm the best comic ever. I'm here because the name will sell tickets because people recognize the name. You know, so I hope we get to that point where Rona, we are there just to sell the tickets, but the real core, the real gems are the locals.
Thank you so much, Tumi. Thank you for having me, guys.